top story tonight, a new tenant protection ordinance just went into effect here in San Diego, but many people are wondering, what rights do landlords have?
CBS 8's Shannon Handy talked to an attorney today who specializes in landlord rights. She's live in Claremont working for you to find out how owners can protect themselves before renting out their properties. Shannon.
Carlo and Marcella, that new ordinance will require landlords to pay between 2 and 3 months worth rent if a tenant is evicted through no fault of their own. It joins a long list of tenant protections, but we recently aired a story that had a lot of our viewers asking, what about protecting landlords?
It looks to me it's damn near impossible to get anybody out of your house.
Last week, we aired a story about a couple in Encanto having trouble evicting a group of people from their rental property following 9 months of unpaid rent.
They are squatters. They haven't paid a nickel.
Yeah, Barbara Gunner says they moved in after her longtime tenant died. She filed an eviction case, but the judge ruled against her twice. It all came down to what the judge called a verbal lease agreement formalized when Gunner accepted initial rent payments from one of the tenants. On her CBS8 Facebook page, comments in support of Gunner range from "That's California, anti-landlord state" to "Who protects the owners?"
How long until there are ramifications for that?
So I sought answers from Joshua Tucker of Local Realty Law, a firm that specializes in real estate with an emphasis on representing landlords.
In other states like Arizona, it's much easier to remove a tenant.
Tucker acknowledged California has strict tenant protection laws, many of which came about during COVID. He says landlords have rights too, including being able to evict someone for not paying rent. Still, it's crucial for landlords to take extra steps to protect themselves. For starters, always have a written lease agreement. Consider hiring a property management firm to handle the lease or seek the advice of an attorney before writing one. Address rent or other issues as they happen. Don't delay. Make sure the property is up to date with repairs. And if you are trying to evict someone, everything needs to be done by the book.
It appears that there's forms you can fill out or complete and complete your eviction. But in this area of law, if you make even a minor mistake, you have to start all over again. There's no room for any sort of minor errors.
Tucker says he commonly sees eviction cases thrown out or landlords lose in court for this very reason. In addition to filling out forms properly, he says eviction notices have to be served to each tenant, not just one person. But some question, even if everything is done right, why do evictions take so long? Tucker blames a backlog in the court system as well as a lack of resources to deal with it.
The process is...
And Tucker says documenting everything is also key, including unpaid rent. Now, in California, landlords can evict a tenant for not paying their rent under what's called a 3-day or quit law. But as Tucker mentioned, everything has to be done to the T. And he believes that it was possibly mistakes made with that Encanto couple, which led to the judge ruling against them. Marcella and Carlo?
And Shannon, a lot of the questions about landlord rights we've gotten over the past week came from the story that we ran last week that you referred to. Do we have any update on that situation?
Yes, actually, the couple, the woman in that story, she reached out to David Gofferson, the reporter who did that story today. She thanked him for doing the story. She said after the story aired, at least one of the tenants has moved out. Another is going to move out. As for getting the rest of the people in that house out, she says that she is planning to hire an attorney and will try the eviction process again.
All right, Shannon Handy reporting for us live. Thanks, Shannon.